Not long after the Busan incident, the virus rapidly spread nationwide. Almost the entire peninsula has been overtaken. Within South Korea, it's a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood, a living hell. Foreign media experts are all predicting that in less than a day, South Korea will become a true city of death. These predictions quickly spread like wildfire, prompting people to flee South Korea. Our protagonist is among them. He is an officer driving with his sister and her family towards the port where the escape ferry is docked. On the way, they came across another family of three who were also fleeing. The man's collar was stained with blood, clearly having been attacked by zombies. At such a critical moment, the protagonist dared not take any risks. When faced with a choice between humanity and morality, he chose his instinct for self-preservation. He ignored the couple's pleas and drove away heartlessly. Before long, the main character and his group successfully boarded the ferry to Japan. After settling his sister's family, a soldier found the main character and informed him that the ship's destination was suddenly changed, not heading to Japan anymore, but to Hong Kong. After knowing this, the main character went to ask the person in charge. But just as he left the cabin, he saw a man covered in a green blanket convulsing strangely. As expected, not long after the main character left, the man in green transformed into a zombie and began to tear wildly. The protagonist's nephew was also bitten by the infected, and chaos erupted on the ship. At the critical moment, the main character steps up and ventures alone into the infected cabin, trying to rescue his sister. The grieving sister who had lost her son was heartbroken and refused to leave her infected child. The male lead had no choice. For the safety of others, he had to cruelly close the cabin door, watching helplessly with his brother-in-law as the sister was overwhelmed by the zombies. Time passed, and a year had gone by since the Busan virus incident. Korea had long since completely fallen, and the protagonist and his brother-in-law were living in hardship in Hong Kong for a year. On this day, an organization found the two of them and assigned them a special task to return to the already fallen Korea and bring back a truckload of US dollars that they hadn't managed to transport out previously. If so, the reward would be divided with them, which means $10,000 per person, provided they come back alive. The main character initially did not want to participate in this mission, because having been a soldier, he knew things wouldn't be that simple. But he couldn't stop his brother-in-law from insisting on going. Having lost his wife and son, he could no longer enjoy his current life and decided to take a gamble. Thus, the protagonist and another elderly woman, along with a young man, formed a team and joined this dangerous gold rush journey. One late night, under the escort of the organization, the four of them landed on the Korean Peninsula. They chose the night because zombies have very poor vision at night and can only rely on hearing to sense targets. Upon arrival, the suitable person warned them that the ship would only wait for them for 3 days. If they did not return to the port in 3 days, the ship would leave automatically, and by then they would be left to their own devices. As soon as they landed, the young man quickly got a car running using his inherited skills. The older lady, who used to be a taxi driver, was familiar with the routes, so using the location given by the organization, they quickly found a suspected target vehicle. The main character got out first to check it out and observed that the license plate didn't match. It wasn't the target vehicle. So, he decided to go back the way they came. Just then, they heard strange noises coming from the house opposite.